The architect of the impossible. The midnight crisis. The clock on the wall of the Starlink command center showed 3:14 a.m. While most of the world was fast asleep, the air inside was thick with the scent of ozone and bitter coffee. Elon Musk sat hunched over a workstation, his eyes locked into a screen filled with cascading lines of red code. A critical software glitch was threatening the launch of the next batch of satellites, a launch scheduled for just 4 hours away. The thermal sensors are providing false data, a senior developer whispered, his voice trembling slightly. If we launch now, the booster could self-destruct mid-air. We need to postpone for at least a week to recalibrate. Elon didn't even blink. He took over the keyboard and began scrolling through the raw telemetry himself. "A week is too long," he muttered. "In a week, the orbital window shifts. In a week, we lose our momentum. We don't have a week, we have 3 hours." The burden of the future. For Elon, this wasn't just about a rocket. He often felt as though he was carrying the entire weight of the future on his shoulders. He looked out the window at the dark Texas horizon. He knew his critics were out there, waiting for him to fail. They called him a hype man, a chaotic leader, and a man who made impossible promises. But those people didn't see the nights spent on factory floors or the grueling 100-hour work weeks. He remembered the early days of SpaceX, when 3 rockets in a row had exploded. He had poured his last $35 million into the 4th launch, knowing that if it failed, he would be bankrupt and the dream of Mars would die with him. That 4th rocket reached orbit, and that was the day he realized that hope isn't something you wait for. It's something you build with your own hands. The breakthrough. "Look here," Elon pointed at a specific line of data. "The sensor isn't failing. Its sampling rate is just too high for the bus speed. Lower the polling frequency by 20% and the signal noise will disappear. We aren't aborting the mission." The room went silent. It was a high-stakes move, one that bypassed standard safety protocols. But it was this kind of intuitive engineering that had made him the most influential man on Earth. The team scrambled to push the update. Ignition at 7 a.m., Elon stood on the observation deck. The sun was beginning to bleed over the Gulf of Mexico. To -10, 9, 8, the ground began to vibrate. A low, guttural roar filled the air as the Falcon 9 engines ignited, turning the morning mist into a wall of white steam. The rocket lifted, a pillar of fire pushing against the gravity of Earth. As it pierced the clouds, a streak of white light against the blue, the red warnings on the monitors finally turned green. Elon took a deep breath, his first in 20 hours. He pulled out his phone and checked the latest trends on X. There was a heated debate about a new AI model and a controversy over a Tesla update. He typed a short, cryptic reply, tucked the phone back in his pocket, and headed toward his car. One mission was over, but his mind was already calculating the next. For him, the Earth was no longer a ceiling. It was just a starting line. He wasn't just building companies. He was ensuring that when the history of the 21st century is written, it wouldn't be a story of decline, but a story of the stars. Elon Musk's story teaches us that Earth is not our limit, but only the starting line. He proved that with enough grit, even the stars are within reach. His mission was never just about building machines. It was about giving humanity a reason to look up and dream of the impossible.